Oh, hell yeah. Welcome to the greatest podcast the world has ever known. Let me shout out everyone who's watching live right now. OG Mickey, Hammy of Doom, Larry, 87 Meatball, KO BJJ, Whiskey IPA, The Little Big Turtle, Robert R, Jack, Heather, Color, Chic Ninja, Robert R, I Byak, Jack, Heather, and more. What a great day it is here in Las Vegas, Nevada. A little bit gloomy. I was thinking today, I call it Nevada, and everyone who lives here calls it Nevada. But I've heard that outsiders call it Nevada. Nevada. And that just sounds dumb to me. Because if I saw the word Nevada, I would just be like, Nevada. Like when I see the word panda. Panda. I don't go, hey, look at that panda. Right? So why would that be a thing? Who's teaching kids about Nevada? I don't know. I don't understand. It's a beautiful Friday here on twitch.tv/Ninja Lifestyle. It's about 3:53 p.m. Pacific time, which is right around the time when we usually start the live podcast. So if you're watching this on iTunes or YouTube, maybe take some time out of your day to come back and watch it live with the real men. Oh, hell yeah. Yesterday, I heard it had been exactly 17 years since Stone Cold Steve Austin whooped a Booker T's ass in the grocery store. If you guys haven't seen that video, I highly recommend it, even if you're not a wrestling fan. Anyways, today I have a plethora of topics. I saw a fat chick talking shit the other day. Thought it was really funny. Some other chick on Facebook said some dumb shit about drugs, so that's going to be fun. I had a pretty serious car problem last night, and I got a haircut. So there's some really funny stories going on with the haircut. We also have a trivia question, which I will throw in the middle of the podcast, where you guys have the chance to win a free Ninja Lifestyle sticker pack shipped directly to your place of residence, P.O. Box, whatever, as long as you live in the United States of America. But as always, let's start today with the news. We have some pretty weird news articles, and I'm trying to figure out which one I want to start with. We're going to start with Uber. Uber and Crime Stoppers are announcing anonymous crime reporting partnership. Now, I noticed this article is from Gabriela Benavides, so let's look forward to some spelling errors. Although, lately, things have been going pretty good. Let's read. Uber and Crime Stoppers International have partnered together to provide driver partners with necessary tools to report possible criminal activity while remaining anonymous. In a joint statement from both companies, Las Vegas was one of the 5 initial cities, blah, 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 where drivers can report potential crime to Crime Stoppers. Uber drivers in Las Vegas received a message Thursday announcing the new partnership. Here's my thing. Uber drivers are supposed to be down with crime because for a long time, driving Uber in Las Vegas was not legal. Uber was breaking all the rules, and then they went and they did their little fucking loopholes and got their way in, and now they're fucking pushing out cab drivers. Cab drivers are furious that they can no longer have a job and support their families. Uber started off in the crime business, and now they're selling out, and they're in the, they're in the business of doing good deeds. I thought Uber was a place where you could comfortably do drugs in the back of someone else's car without them snitching. But apparently, nowadays, it's not like that anymore, which I don't know if I support that. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. I know that there was a couple of times when I was allowed to drink beer in the back of an Uber. That's illegal. Not legal in the state of Nevada. Unless you have, I think, a barrier between the front seat and the back seat. So I think it would be allowed if it was a cab. Anyways, thought that was kind of weird that I'm allowed to do all this crazy shit. But now, suddenly, these guys are getting paid to snitch. And, again, I don't think I support it. Uber has invested in a global team of former law enforcement professionals, response team specialists, and an online portal for law enforcement use only, said Mike Sullivan, head of global law enforcement operations. These components work together to inform, cooperate with, and respond to law enforcement's investigative needs. So if I'm trying to take an Uber, and maybe Schwoogs has a warrant, I can't take the Uber. Or I just have to be quiet now. I can't talk about funny shit. What if I'm in the Uber and I say, yeah, that guy back there, I think that car he's in, I think he stole it. It's crazy, right? And then I got to worry about the fucking driver calling in an anonymous tip. Throughout 2018, Uber reported the work its global team has done with police and... Wait, what? I can't read. Uber reported the work its global team has done with police had doubled, and about a dozen former law enforcement professionals briefed more than 250 agencies on how Uber has been a resource to help solve crimes. What a long fucking... That's one sentence. I'm going to read it again. Throughout 2018, Uber reported the work its global team has done with police had doubled, and about a dozen former law enforcement professionals briefed more than 250 agencies on how Uber has been a resource to help solve crimes. Thank you, Gabriella. I don't understand. Seth says, what if you were giving your buddy and his friend a ride? His friend starts sniffing rails in your back seat. You cool with that? I'm not. Personally, no. I'm not cool with that. Because now there's drugs in the car, on something in the car. The AC might be on. It might blow the drugs off into the distance somewhere. Now I have drug particles in the car. Koopa might jump in the car. You know what dogs are really good at? Sniffing. Even if there's only a little bit of shit. Last thing I want is Koopa all cracked out off cocaine in the backseat of my car. I don't support it. But then again, I don't drive Uber. But you know what? If it happened, I'll tell you this. If it happened, I wouldn't snitch. I'd handle that shit street justice. I'd just yell angrily, what the fuck are you doing? Get out of my car, you asshole. That's the streets talking. Oh, man. I don't know. I just think it's just one of those things. Plus, you're driving, man. Why would you be driving? You know what? That's actually crazy. It reminds me of a story. I watched someone. He was actually a drug dealer, so it makes more sense now. I watched someone while driving. They had this. I don't actually know how it works. Okay, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't know how it works. It was a little thing. It kind of looked like a little. Jar of cocaine. It was like this. And he was driving. And while he was driving, he just twisted it or did something, and it portioned out like a little bit of coke on the top, and he just did it and then continued driving. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck? And he's like, I don't fucking care. And I'm like, dude, what the hell? And I don't know how that little thing worked, but I know he called it a or no, actually, I told this story to Rydog's mom, because I think Rydog might have been in the car, and his mom called it a sneak a snoot. Instead of a sneak a toke, she called it a sneak a snoot. And I thought that was funny. Yeah, so that was interesting. I know that's a weird thing. You're just driving along, you're in the passenger seat, you look over, you're like, oh, damn, dude, I didn't even know you did drugs. I thought you just sold them. Now you're just doing them while driving, operating this fucking motor vehicle with my life and the lives of myself and everyone around you in it. Just anyone could die at any moment, or we could all go to jail because of you. Sick, dude. High five. I don't know. I don't know if I appreciate that shit. Anyways, the Uber thing, I'm being sarcastic and joking a little bit. I guess that's a good thing, because Uber's probably exposed to quite a bit of crime. But I would hate for this to, like, fuck up, like, petty crime, right? You know what I mean? Like, okay, here's one thing that probably happens all the time. Probably a dude and his chick gets in an Uber. They start arguing. Blah, blah, blah. Fucking hate you, blah, blah. And shit goes, well, whatever, blah, blah. And then they get out, and then fucking... the driver goes, damn, I bet they're going to fight, and then just calls the police or something. I think that would be like a big step in the wrong direction, you know? Then again, if Uber's driving somebody and this guy's like, hey, I just fucking killed like 3 kids, I'd be like, damn, Uber, like, get to work. But in that situation, you don't need any special Uber, like, partnership. The guy could just call the police. So what is this partnership? Maybe I don't completely understand it. I don't know. Anyways, next article. Window washer who died after fall at Trump Hotel in Las Vegas identified. So, these hotels are really big. Window washers come down on these little wires and shit, and they wash windows to make the casinos look nice. And this guy died. The only reason I'm bringing this up, the sole reason, is because I saw this article posted on Facebook, and I started to read the comments, and they were all anti-Trump comments. And this really bothered me. And I'm going to get kind of serious with you guys right now. This is a story where somebody went to work, doing their job, washing windows. An accident happened, and they fucking died. They lost their life a few weeks before the holidays. This guy's probably the father of somebody or the boyfriend or husband of somebody, and now he's fucking dead. And all you fucking people can do is argue about Donald Trump in these comments. And my thing is, isn't there enough shit for you to talk on Donald Trump elsewhere? Can't you talk shit on his policies? We have this whole border thing going where people are looking for amnesty. You can talk shit on him there. I'm hearing about this government shutdown. Can't you guys go to those fucking articles and talk shit on him? There's a million other things you could talk shit on. You could go to these comedy websites and have funny fucking retarded pictures of him. You can make fun of his voice. You can make fun of him fucking a kid or saying shit about his daughter. There's a million fucking things and places and times that you could talk shit on Donald Trump, but in the face of an article where just some guy fucking fell to his death, that becomes your political fucking, like, that's your agenda now? Oh, well, now time to talk shit. You can't turn it off. And I've always said, you know, I'm not a supporter of anything because I don't know anything, but if you truly have a problem with this guy and this is your outlet, talking shit on the president through the death of some guy who just went to work, that's your outlet, then I feel like you're not gonna like change anyone's mind. You know what I mean? No one's gonna read your article on a death, like no one's gonna read your comment on a death article and go, oh wow, this guy seems like a really like upstanding guy. Sounds like he's really got some important things to say right now. I would read that and I'd go, wow, you're some type of really weird fucking butthurt psycho that can't fucking get this guy off your mind. Go talk shit elsewhere. So, in this guy's honor, let's go ahead and read the article and actually read it for what it is and not try to make this into a political debate, you fucking weirdos. A man washing windows at the Trump International Hotel, Las Vegas, fell to his death Wednesday afternoon. Officers were called to the scene at 12:33 p.m. Wednesday. He was transported to UMC, where he was pronounced dead. Witnesses said the man fell onto the parking structure. They identified him as 27-year-old Jonathan Garcia. So, Jonathan Garcia, last name Garcia, I'm looking at his picture. I can almost guarantee you he was not a Trump supporter. I can almost guarantee you of that. So, what the fuck is all this Trump talk? I don't know. They said his cause of death was multiple blunt force injuries and falling. His death was ruled an accident. The Trump Organization issued a statement. We are deeply saddened to learn of the incident. We are working diligently with the owner of the third-party company to investigate the details. Our thoughts and prayers are with the victim and his family. OSHA's investigating. OSHA dispatched officials to the hotel to conduct an investigation. More details will be released later. Red Rock Windows, the company Garcia worked for, issued a statement. We are saddened by the loss of a great coworker. His family and friends are in our thoughts and prayers. We are going to do all that we can to help him. We've been cooperating with OSHA during the ongoing investigation. OSHA said the investigation could take 6 months, and there is a GoFundMe. Now, I'm not wrong, right, in my frustration about this, because if I scroll down and I see some dumbass shit, I'm going to do it. Here, first comment, Fox 5 will blame Trump, I'm sure. RIP to the poor soul. You know, it's just one of those fucking things. It really bothers me, dude. If you don't like this guy, Donald Trump, that's fine. Go fucking hate on him. Go talk shit. Go picket. Go vote against him. Do whatever you gotta do. But don't, dude, if this is your fucking avenue to talk shit, you don't matter. Your opinion doesn't matter, right? Next article. Police arrest 2 basic high school students with loaded handguns. They arrested 2 of them. So I'm confused here. I don't even know where basic is. It's nowhere near my area. I'm sure it'll say somewhere. Police arrested 2 basic high school students who brought loaded handguns to school, according to CCPD. Police said Metro Police contacted a student at 9 a.m. Thursday and arrested him and the East... What? And arrested him and the East Henderson School. Gabby, is this you? Joe Nelson, god damn it. Okay, let me try to figure out what they're trying to write here. Police contacted a student at 9 a.m. Thursday and arrested him and the East Henderson School. Okay, I think they're trying to say at. Police contacted a student at 9 a.m. Thursday and arrested him at the East Henderson School. East Henderson, that's why. I'm nowhere near East Henderson at all. He had a .32 caliber handgun on him. Okay, not bad. CCSD police had reason to believe another student, 16-year-old boy, was involved. He was found and arrested with a .40 caliber handgun later in the morning. Police said the two students know each other. No threats were made in the case, and the school did not go into lockdown. Now, that's not a lot of news to report on, but that's pretty crazy, right? 2 in the same day? Oh, boy. We talk about this a lot. I wonder why these kids had guns. My first thought is I hope they weren't enemies. I hope this wasn't going to be a fucking showdown. They were going to take 10 paces, turn, draw, fire. Why do these guys need guns at school? I wonder. Because we always talk about Western is the school I live closest to. I'm zoned for Western. That's a school here in Las Vegas. Western High School is one of the first few high schools here. And every couple weeks there's an article about a race riot. A riot over fucking skin color and gangs and shit. And I read that and I'm like, holy shit, dude. Like, what the fuck? And I look at that, and whenever I see guns over there, I'm like, oh, maybe these guys needed guns because they were scared of getting jumped by some other race. I'm like, oh, okay, that kind of makes sense. I wonder if it's like that at Basic. I wonder if it's like that everywhere across the world now. But Henderson generally is known for being a much nicer area of Las Vegas, a much nicer town. I know that there's a skate park up there called Anthem, and as you pull into Anthem, you look to your left and you look to your right, and there's literal fucking waterfalls coming down, like landscaped fake waterfalls. So as you enter this little skate park area, you get to go through these little waterfalls while you're driving your car. It's fucking nuts. You think like, oh, really? Like, you go to school out there? Why would you need a gun? So I thought this article would give me a little bit more to work with, but that was kind of a dead article. So I don't know. School, generally probably not any place for a kid to have a gun. Then again, you know what? I'm going to play devil's advocate here. I don't truly believe this that much. But if there's happens to be some crazy kid going on some shooting rampage, maybe that weird fucking thug-ass kid can put a stop to it before SWAT gets there. Maybe. I don't know. Just being devil's advocate. I'm not saying I believe that, but I'm saying, what if we could turn this terrible situation into something good? I mean, at least there's a little tiny, like, a little glimmer of I can try to pull some positivity out of this. How crazy would that story be? School shooter fucking tried to shoot up school, killed 2 people, but was then killed by MS-13 gang member who happened to bring a gun to school. And you're just like, wait, what? Wait a minute. The criminal stopped the criminal, but now what do? We should let that one guy go. He's got a pass now. Let him keep his gun. just don't tell nobody. Oh man, it's crazy. And Dola says, not like Campus PD gives a damn. Yeah, I think there's a couple of schools here where they have security guards. I don't know if it's every school though. We definitely have CC SD, Clark County PD. Wait, Clark County School SDP. Fuck, I don't know these goddamn letters. We have school police. And I remember one of them gave me a ticket one time. I forgot what it was for. Or he was going to give me a ticket, or he gave me a ticket. I don't remember what it was, but I know I got a fucking ticket for something by one of those fuckers. I think it was for speeding or running a crosswalk or something. I think I ran a crosswalk. I think he got me on a bicycle. Dude, I don't remember. It was so long. This was when I was 18. And I remember I was picking up a chick, but she was ditching. So then I thought, like, oh, fuck, like, I'm in trouble now. I'm picking up this chick and she's ditching, and I'm like, yeah, I'm her brother. I gotta pick her up. And I think my registration was expired or something. I don't know the story. I'm telling you guys the story, and I'm just making up details because I don't fucking remember any of it. But we do have our own school police here. Anyways, police, credit card skimming is a feeding frenzy across the valley. Now that is totally true. And as I was out and about today, I was reading some article somewhere on like a newspaper stand where it was like, some guy got caught with 500 fake credit cards. 500 of them. I wonder if they'll mention that here. So, police said they are recovering a record high number of credit card skimmers and what they're calling a feeding frenzy for personal information. So if you guys don't know what this is, let me try to sum it up for you. There's these little devices where all they have to do is get sort of close to your credit card, and they can kind of steal your credit card information. And then I think what they do is they make a copy of your credit card, and then they use that, and they try to use it in places where they don't match your ID. So all they have to do is get like close to you or rub up to you. But they can also do it like it's really hot right now for like fast food. You know when you're getting Taco Bell or whatever and you hand them your card, the Taco Bell person might have some shit in their pocket where they just run their card, like pull it out of their pocket, run their card in your pocket, and then run your card normally, and then boom, they have your shit. And happens a lot at gas stations too. Someone will take your card, they'll act like they're looking at it, they'll put it down like they'll act like I'm gonna shine it under a light or something, skim it. We had a whole semester on just skimming here in Las Vegas, and it was a problem when I was in college. So imagine how much worse it's gotten now. Plus, you can buy these skimmers. They're like fucking $10. Like, you can buy these skimmers. Anyone can do it. I'm probably making the problem worse now because all you guys are going to go do it in your hometowns. But it's fucked up. I have had my shit stolen like 2 or 3 times, but it never anything happened. I remember one time I was out of town. Somebody got me at one of these gas stations. I knew exactly. It was the shittiest gas station, and I knew right away. I was like, dude, you definitely got my fucking card information. So, I'm leaving. The next day, I'm all drunk, hung over on the ground, sleeping. My phone's blowing up. It was my grandpa calling. And he's like, he thought something had happened to me. He thought I had fucking gotten beat up and robbed for my credit cards because somebody had my credit card in some other state and was buying like a refrigerator. And I wasn't answering my phone. But it ended up thing was all good. We got Princess Schlill in the chat. Hell yeah. I'll give you guys one guess as to who that is. Good morning, baby cakes. Anyways, Tuesday night, officers recovered 5 skimmers from 3 different gas stations. So these are the ones where they connect the skimmer to the gas pump, typically. So far this year, police said they've collected 219 skimmers. In 2014, they only recovered 24. So it has skyrocketed. But then again, so has technology. Michael Gomez is a financial crime detective for Metro Police. He said technology has made it easy for criminals to figure out how to crack into gas pumps. Gas pumps are a big one. Most of the people who install these truly don't understand. They just know if I put this here and someone uses it, I get credit card numbers. It's really that easy. You know what I mean? What they do is they'll put it up, they'll put it in there, someone will skim it, they'll come back, a day later, rip it off the side of the gas station and dip out. From one card, criminals can make up to a couple $1,000s. Each skimmer can hold information from about 40 different credit or debit cards. Unfortunately for Las Vegan Kevin Fabian, he said his money has been in the wrong hands a few times. I woke up one morning, I'll do his accent. Kevin Fabian, what do you think his voice would be? Fabian. Fabian makes me think of like a bro voice. Dude, like, I woke up one morning with all my money out of my account gone, dude, from a guy in like Japan. He said, Fabian said he's been a victim of skimming identity theft 3 times, and at least one of those times was from a tampered with gas pump. They do this shit with ATMs too. If you type in skimmer on YouTube, you can find these videos of people walking up. I do it all the time. You guys want a little quick tip? If you see the credit card hole, always grab it and jiggle it, and maybe once, if you're lucky, you can break that fucker off. And if you break it off, typically what it'll do, it'll hide the real credit card hole. It's pretty dope shit. There's videos of people breaking them off on YouTube. According to Gomez. Oh wait, Gomez said almost all the skimmers they find in Las Vegas are from gas stations, of course. According to Gomez, some locations seeing an especially high number of compromises are now having their employees check the pumps for any kind of tampering. Yeah, no fucking shit. Not all clerks can do this though. So police have tips to stay protected. Not all clerks can do it. Yeah, what clerks can't? Are there some clerks that don't have arms? Anyone can do this. You walk up, you grab it, you fucking jiggle it, and see if it breaks off. Before using a pump, Gomez said, oh, here we go. Oh, I'm psychic! Again! The psychic strikes again. Before using a pump, Gomez said to gently pull on the machine, especially the card reader and the hood above the pin pad. If anything's been tampered with, it will easily come off. Fucking psychic strikes again. I knew what the article was going to say. The hood above the pin pad is where criminals will hide tiny cameras to record your pin numbers. I actually did not know that at all. I never knew that was a thing. While that happens, a fake card reader is taking all the information from the swipe. Damn! That's fucking smart. because now you can get more money. Because you get somebody's credit card number and you dupe a card or whatever. You go to Taco Bell. Oh, yeah, you're getting some free Taco Bell that day. You could get a lot of Taco Bell, too. But for some shit like a debit card where you want to get some real fucking money out the ATM, you're going to need that PIN number. That's pretty smart. That's pretty smart. Gomez said if a skimmer is found, give it to the clerk and call police right away. Or just call Uber, and they'll call police right away. Additionally, he said to stay up to date on bank statements. You'll see tests like small amounts, like 5 cents to $1.25. A few days later, you'll see an electronic purchase, usually of $3,000 to $5,000 or a cash advance of some sort. The best way to avoid credit card fraud altogether is with cash. What? Are you fucking retarded? How am I going to raise my credit score, you piece of shit fucking article? Cash is always key. Cash is always key. Well, you know what that's going to do? We just tell everyone, hey, always carry cash. You know what these criminals are going to do? They're going to start stabbing you for your money. I say, fuck it, let them do this. Everyone's got credit card insurance up to a certain amount, right? You get your credit card stolen, they fucking give you your money back if you can prove that it was stolen. Especially if they have it on camera, like, oh, that's clearly not me. Especially if you live in Las Vegas and your credit card gets used in fucking Maine or anywhere else. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather just have my credit card stolen way across the country and used somewhere else. And then guess what? I get my money back. I don't get stabbed. Cash is always key. God damn it. Rad Hatter said, hey, dude, just keep all your money in the mattress like a normal, insane person. Exactly. That's what I've been saying. I actually do have a lot of fucking money fucking hidden around my house. Which is weird because it's always like, oh yeah, what if fucking all the banks lost all my money and it was just this big fucking government shutdown and everything just got fucked. And then I think to myself, I'd have all the money. But then guess what? The value of the dollar would be not worth shit. So am I smart? No, I'm not. You know what we should all be doing? We should be stacking up guns, stacking up ammo, stacking up water, stacking up fucking foods that don't expire. And guess what? That'll be the currency when the shit hits the fan. God damn it. The frogs are gay. Next article. This one's kind of a little bit morbid. I took action. I took her life. High school football player charged with killing pregnant cheerleader. Oh, God damn it. Here we go. Look at this kid. The afro spells it all. This is what a young, non-fat gonzo would have looked like. This is the type of bitches he'd be pulling too. Oh, a 16-year-old boy. 16-year-old boy is charged with murder. Charge that fucker as an adult. He stabbed somebody, right? It's not like he shot somebody out of passion while he was drunk and on meth because he was angry. He fucking thought about it, went over there, stabbed them until they died. Dude, charge this guy as an adult, please. A 16-year-old Indiana high school football player confessed to fatally stabbing a pregnant schoolmate after she waited too long to tell him about the pregnancy to get an abortion, according to court papers. Now, that's a big no-no, right? That's a big don't do. Don't do that shit. If you're pregnant, tell your boyfriend, even if you don't want to get an abortion, you don't have to. Okay? But you wait too long, it's going to drive this dude fucking crazy, then he might just fucking end up wanting to kill you. Oh, man. I'm not saying that she's in the wrong. I'm just saying that it's just general. We should teach our daughters this shit. Hey, if you're pregnant, how about let's not keep it a secret? Let's get this shit under control. Parents, talk to your kids. Make sure your kids aren't super, intimidated to speak to you on issues this big. I don't know. Aaron Trejo, a member of the Mishawaka High School football team, was charged Monday with murder and feticide. I've never heard feticide. Feticide is my fucking... Dude, I'm sorry. This is not funny at all. I just want to tell you guys about my new punk band, Feticidal Tendencies. It's going to be so fucking sick, dude. Feticide. I didn't know that was a thing. Feticide. Damn, dude. dying fetus sister band. This is so fucked up. I'm sorry I'm laughing at this. It's not funny. It's not funny. Nothing funny about this. In the death of Brianna Roseschlang, the 17-year-old junior and cheerleader at the school at East South Bend was 6 months pregnant. Her mother told police. According to an affidavit, an autopsy confirmed the pregnancy. Trejo told authorities he was aware of Brianna's pregnancy and that he was alleged to be the father. But he said neither wanted to have the baby. He said the two fought about the child before he stabbed Brianna in the heart with a knife. What is it? This article's great. What is that movie? Is it Step Brothers? Where he's like, I will stab you in the heart with a knife. Is that, can somebody please fucking back me up on that? Seth said, damn, in the heart, that's metal as fuck. I don't remember if that's the right movie I'm naming. It is Step Brothers. Stab you in the heart, in the neck with a knife. Oh, this is so shitty. We're not supposed to be laughing at shit like this. According to the affidavit, he then put a black plastic bag over her, put her body in a dumpster, and threw her phone and knife into a river. I took action. I took her life. He said, when asked by authorities what he did when he learned she had waited too long to get an abortion by the time she told him of the pregnancy. Trejo told authorities he had been planning and thinking about killing Brianna and the baby for about a week and had not told anybody. Put this motherfucker in jail forever or just kill him. Holy shit. The autopsy revealed that Brianna died from multiple stab wounds and was choked with her scarf. Trejo, who is being held without bond, thank fucking God, is scheduled to be arraigned on Tuesday. Homicide detective, whatever, told reporters that the Rauschlang family had contacted the police department at 4:30 a.m. Sunday to report her missing after last seeing her home around midnight. Upon their arrival and a search of the area, they found evidence of a possible violent crime. Police later found her body in a dumpster behind a business. A black plastic bag had been placed over her head and upper torso. Trejo initially told police he contacted Brianna for the first time in months to see how she was coping with the pregnancy. She had agreed to meet him, but he told police she wasn't at home when he went there, according to whatever. In his confession, he told authorities he decided to use a knife which he brought from his home because he thought it would kill Brianna quickly. I mean, quicklier than what? A spoon? Like, that's gonna be a painful, shitty, horrible death. What, like, other than, like, shooting them directly in the head with a shotgun, what the fuck would make you think that's gonna be a quick one? I don't know, it's just weird. Community offers condolences. What a shitty fucking story. So, clearly if you're this guy, you should die in a fucking terrible prison rape. Like, that'd be great at all. But, I think, okay, it's terrible to say this about the victim or a dead person, but let me just change the subject. If you're pregnant and you haven't told the father or your parents or your friends or whatever, maybe let people know. You know what I'm saying? Let somebody know. That way, it'll just be one of these things. Maybe they can protect you a little bit. Like, oh, damn, my pregnant daughter's going to meet the father who's a crazy dude. Maybe I'll just fucking, maybe I'll come along and see, hey, what's up, dude? You didn't plan on stabbing my daughter, did you? Like, maybe inform people. Get informed, inform people. Also, if you're the chick, don't lie to your fucking boyfriends about pregnancy. It's bad news. It's super disrespect. And if you ain't got respect, what do you got? You got nothing. You got nothing. Am I right? Am I right, people? Anyways, that's it for the news. I want to hear your guys' thoughts on each and every one of these articles, except for the window washer one. Should Uber be allowed to snitch on people just having fun? Doing drugs in the back seat of a car that they're paying $6 a ride for? I don't know. Let me know in a comment below if you guys are watching this on YouTube or later. Let me know about guns in high schools. I don't know. I'm wondering if there's really any reason to have a gun at school, except for that one scenario that I made up that will never ever happen. Also, credit card skimming, not much on the table there. Although, if you guys have a story of you finding a skimmer and breaking it off, I'd love to hear that. And let me know about this pregnancy thing. It's just a scary story. A shitty, scary, morbid story. Cloudy day here in Las Vegas, so we had to have some sad stories, whatever. Hey, here I am. Now, let's talk about my life a little bit. It's been a pretty eventful few days, and I have a couple of pretty funny stories. First off, let me show you guys this haircut. It looks kind of weird. I know. It's a weird looking haircut. I got this Fury, this Fury shit going on. It's kind of weird. But basically the sides are shaved and the top is long. And it's kind of going off to the side. And I'm getting a lot of people making fun of me about it. Andola Jackson said, Macklemore, Chic Ninja just called me Fallout Boy. Keep them coming. Let's hear all the jokes right now, guys. Hammy of Doom said, I bet your boyfriend loves it. Oh, yeah. So it's funny because now, last night some friends came over and they said, oh, damn, you got a haircut, dude. It looks nice. And I have to do that double take where I'm like, are you fucking with me? Like, are you fucking with me? Does it look nice? I personally don't think it looks bad. I don't think it looks great. It ain't no stylish thing, but we're transitioning here to something that might be cool later. I've never had my hair this long in my entire life. Maybe one day it'll be cool. I don't know, but right now we're just kind of in that middle phase, right? I told John we'll just change it into dreads. Seth said, "Whoa, is that Dave Navarro?" Hammy of Doom said, "Did your barber give you a hacky sack with the haircut?" These are good, man. I expected you guys to have really terrible, shitty jokes, but these are actually all fucking hilarious. So anyways, the funny part about the haircut is I went in there, and I always say the same thing. I just say, hey, all I really need you to do, I'm going to keep everything on the top because I'm growing my hair out, and just give me like a fade on the side, just so I can get rid of all this hair on the side. Because the back of my hair grows really fast, and the hair like goes over my glasses and like folds over my ears, and it just looks like complete trash. So I'm like, yeah, just fix it. And it was this black lady, and I remember her because she used to cut my haircut when I buzzed it, but this was years ago at a totally different barbershop. Actually, it's not totally different. It was the same barbershop, but it was in another location. And she left for a long time, and I guess she came back on this day, whatever. She was there. I know her because she used the term squoval, because she used to say, how do you want me to do the back? You want me to do a square? You want me to do it round? Or you want a squoval? And when she said the word squoval, I was like, oh yeah, it's you. So anyways, she was extra weird and creepy with my hair. She was grabbing it, like tossing it around, like just putting her hands through it a lot. And then she was like, oh, I'm gonna find it. You know, she's just old black lady. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it. And then she was saying, I'm gonna just play with it for a minute, see if it talks to me. And then she starts fucking around. She turns my part from one side to the other side, and then she's like, mm-hmm. The hair always talks to me. And then she was lining up the side of my shit, and she's just like, ooh, I'm gonna follow it. I'm gonna follow it. And I'm just like, what the shit? What are all these vague terms that don't actually tell me what you're doing? I'm gonna play with it and see if it talk to me. I'm gonna follow it. Oh, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna find it. What are you talking about, lady? You're scaring me. So anyways, we did it. And she's like, oh, you're gonna go. I was like, yeah, I only grow out my hair because my girlfriend likes it or whatever. I don't really care about my hair. I wear a hat anyways. She's like, your girlfriend gonna put it in a bun. She's gonna give you a ponytail. I'm like, are you talking shit? Also, when she was lining up the back, like imagine when you're at the barbershop, you're sitting there, you're looking at the mirror, and all you see is yourself looking at you. But she would put her head right behind my head and try to like I don't know what she was doing, like line something up, but it would be like she's like just putting her head behind my head. I'm like, what is going on here, dude? Oh, it was a good job, but I ended up with this haircut. Whatever. Anyways, last night, my car broke down on the freeway. It's pretty scary. And I'm going to explain to you guys exactly what happened. I'm on the freeway, going about 70 miles per hour. I had just finished eating ramen with my girlfriend, Lily, and Asian John. It was pretty good ramen. Paid $16 for it. Not bad. Also came with a beer. It's all good. I also had this really dope fucking jalapeno roll. Oh, man. I'm really like, sushi and ramen is really growing on me. I'm really digging these types of meals. Anyways, so we're driving back. I look down at my fucking console, and it's anti-lock brakes problem. So I have an anti-lock brake problem comes up. So ABS. And I'm like, oh shit, like something must be wrong with my brakes. Damn, that sucks. I'll have to get that taken care of tomorrow. Granted, this is like 9 p.m. We're driving home. Maybe like 8:30. We're driving home. Everything's good. Anti-lock brakes. Lily's like, what the fuck's that mean? I'm like, it just means a brake problem. We'll get it sorted out later. Then I'm looking down, and then I notice I'm drifting out of the lane. So I go to just gently kind of get back in my lane. And I fucking keep going in the lane. I realize, oh shit, I just lost fucking power steering. So now I don't have power steering. I'm fucking jerking my fucking steering wheel over. We're fucking hurtling through space right now. And I lost power steering now, and I got a brake problem. And I'm thinking like, oh fuck, like now this is serious. Something's really fucking wrong. Then my gauges, my speed limit gauges, they both start doing this, going left, right, going all fucking crazy. Oh, everything's going so fucked. Everything's going crazy. Then my lights turned off, and then my radio turned off, and then my whole fucking car died right as we were going up this hill. And then we got around the corner, went down the hill, and we pulled into a McDonald's, called Asian John. Asian John jumped my car, and my car wouldn't run for more than like 10 seconds. So boom, that was fucked. Car wouldn't start. Tuesday says, I think your car's on meth. Maybe my car was on meth. Andola says, electrical grounding out. That's what I thought. I thought it was an electrical problem when the radio went out, but then when the car died, I was fucked. So, alternator. That it may still be the alternator. Anyways, we got a new battery, which was kind of annoying because the first place we went to, it was 9:59 p.m. We get there 9:59 p.m. And I told Asian John too. I jinxed it. He was driving fucking 30 miles per hour on the way there, and I'm like, dude, we're gonna get there and it's gonna close. And I don't know. We got there. I got this battery. I'm like, hey, dude, all I need is for you to give me a new battery. I got this battery. Just give me the same one. And he's like, nope, closed. And I was like, come on, man. It's not like I got to go in there and browse around, like look around. Oh, what the hell? You got flashlights? Oh, damn, wrenches too? Oh, damn, I can put a flashlight on my head that has a wrench involved in it? Neat. I'm not going to go in there browsing around randomly. I'm going in there, give me this. Take this away from me and give me a new one. So whatever. I think about it now where I'm like, damn, that dude couldn't have fucking done me that favor. But then I think about every job that I've ever had in my entire fucking life. And I'm just like, dude, 9:59, motherfucking party's over. Take your battery in your dead fucking car and get the fuck out of my store. Like that's my attitude. That's how my attitude's always been. I used to work at a skate shop, and when people would show up late, I would just be like, fuck, in my head. You know what I mean? It's like that movie Waiting, where somebody shows up at the last minute and you're just like, fuck, god damn it. That's probably what that guy was thinking, but whatever. We got the new battery in, and I've driven the car twice since then. Had to go to the post office this morning, drove fine. Drove it all the way back home last night. Everything was fine. I wonder if it could still be an alternator problem, because everything's been fine so far. I don't know shit about batteries. If anyone out there in the comments or even right now in the chat can help me learn a little bit, a thing or two. What I've heard is if my alternator is bad, it will eventually fuck up this new battery. And then if I find out this new battery is fucked in the next month or so, then I'll know there's probably an alternator problem. But if everything's cool from now on forever, then it was just the battery. So I don't know. We'll figure it out, I guess. So that happened. We got home just in time for Lily to go to work, so we didn't really have any time to hang out. But other topics I got. Oh, you know what? Let's throw in some trivia right now. This is actually going to be funny because Lily just showed up in the chat, and I've never seen her in the chat room ever. So now we have to watch all of our girlfriend jokes. Everybody has to be quiet now. But anyways, Lily's actually from the town of Santa Cruz, and we're going to have a trivia question today about Santa Cruz, the skate company. The Screaming Hand is a graphic that is commonly used on Santa Cruz skateboards. All you guys have to do first want to tell me the artist who created the Screaming Hand. I think they also created the circular Santa Cruz logo, but I may be wrong on that. What artist created the Screaming Hand? If you are the first one in the chat room to answer, who lives in the United States, will be the winner of a free Ninja Lifestyle sticker pack. You guys watch my podcast, you guys get free stuff. All right, you guys show up on time, watch the podcast live. You guys are eligible then to win free stuff. The winner is, of course, Seth B. 1994, Jim Phillips. The answer was Jim Phillips. But you don't get any prizes because you didn't ask it in the form of a question, Alex Trebek. I'm just kidding, Seth. You can either contact me on Discord, or find me on Facebook, send me a message letting me know that you won. And I'll get that sticker pack right out to you as soon as possible. Next topic. Now, it's going to sound like I'm hating on fat chicks. And it's going to sound like I'm hating on fat people. And it's going to sound like I'm just hating on people in general. And maybe I am. I think in some weird way. I think we all hate people. We all hate each other in some way. But there was this fat chick at the bar last week, and she had a few drinks in her. She was sitting alone. And I don't know why this drives me crazy. It's this weird thing where I think fat chicks try to convince themselves that they're less fat than they really are. But all this fat chick was doing was talking about how she has this boyfriend and her ex did this and how her ex is always calling her and stalking her. Her ex wants her back. And I'm looking at her, I'm just like, dude, what the fuck? You're not an attractive chick. You're sloppy drunk at the bar. You're very much overweight. Unless your ex-boyfriend was diabetes, I really don't think he's coming back anytime soon. So I'm looking at her and it's this. And then the old school hip hop song, you can get with this, and you can get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with that. And she starts jamming. She's like, get with this, you can get with that. You can get with this, you can get with that. And I'm just thinking like, dude, and like literally everyone at the bar right now would rather get with that than this. Everyone would choose that over this. And it's not me hating on fat people, because let me transition this into another thing. I think people do this a lot. Okay, I think I've heard like, let's put her, she'll just be the fat kid. Let's do the nerdy like wigger kid. The nerdy wigger kid is really quick to talk about how many bitches he fucked, and he's gonna throw up his fucking, oh yeah, man, I run with the Crips, dog. Man, yeah, I'm the only white boy in this set, man, homie. I'm badass or whatever. And then you think to yourself, you look at this kid and you're like, dude, you're a straight fucking pussy. Why do you feel the need to play this part? Because first off, nobody's buying it. Okay? Fat chick, nobody's buying that your ex is hitting you up all the time. No one's buying that this is your fucking jam. You can get with this, you can get with that. And hey, weird kid in the fucking who thinks he's a gangster. No one's buying it. No one's buying it. And it's this weird thing, because I think either everyone's just playing a part, or everyone's doing this fake it till you make it, or maybe everyone's just like, maybe it's just opposite day. Maybe I forgot it was opposite day. I didn't watch SpongeBob that day, and the only time I'm aware of it being opposite day is when SpongeBob is on, so I'm not sure if maybe I missed opposite day. I didn't check my calendar that day, but I think it's just one of those things where people, it's their way to sort of cope with, whatever insecurities they have. And my advice to those people, if you find, I think we all have small tendencies like that sometimes, but my advice to those people would always be to start working on yourself, figure out what it is you're insecure about, start chipping away at that, face your fears, lose the weight, gain some confidence, go get a hobby. If you're just some weird kid who thinks he's in a gang, go get a hobby, go make some money, go get a job. Like, just fucking find something to immerse yourself in that's not your insecurities. Because I think if you attach yourself to your insecurities so much, you end up like these people, right? They're so attached to their insecurities that they're almost screaming, like they're trying to hide it, but it's almost screaming that something's wrong. And I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on other examples of that. I used the fat chick example, and I used like the skinny fucking gangster dude example. But you could use an example from almost anywhere. There was this kid I used to know at the bar. He was just really like nerdy. He's this really nerdy kid. He had like fucking receding hairline. He was like tall and short and skinny. And he would always talk about like, oh yeah, do you see that chick over there, dude? I would totally bang her, dude, but I'm just not in the mood. I already drank too much, but I'm not in the mood. And I'd be like, what? Like, no, she's hot, dude. Go talk to her. He's like, nah, dude, like, you know what I would do if I was gonna talk to her? At first, I would like say something about her shoes, like, hey, dude, like, those are pretty cool shoes, man, but they don't match your shirt or whatever. First, I'd start off with a compliment, but then make it like a negative, and then I would bring her over here and like sit her down, and then you have to act like I'm your boss, though. And I'd be like, dude, you just made up this whole like thing of you trying to spit game to this bitch, but you're not gonna do it. You're just running your fantasy by me. And I'd be like, dude, you're attaching yourself to this insecurity, and it's screaming. You've now squared your insecurity. It's now become insecurity times insecurity. It's become louder. Chic Ninja says, hypothetical scenario, people are the worst. Hammy of Doom said, those dudes that fake being military are the extremists. Oh, dude, that's a great example. The dudes that fake being military. Same shit. Same exact shit. Andola says, fulfilling these psycho Machisms get in the way of day-to-day practical life, and they expect everyone to have this level of anxiety or need to be handicapped. I see this a lot in society. I don't know. I don't understand. It's just one of those weird things, and I noticed it, and it bothered me. I don't know why it bothered me. You know what? I should really mind my own fucking business, but for some reason I looked at it, and I was just bothered by it. You know what it is? I think it's just, maybe I just really hate fat people. You know, I'm not racist, I'm just fattest. But it's not that I hate them, it's that I want them to be better. You know what? I'm doing it right now, because look at this fat belly. Look at this fat belly. I'm sitting here hating on fatties. I'm one of them. I'm doing it. I just told the story about what I hate, and I just noticed that I'm in the middle of doing it. How much I hate fat people, not realizing that when I look down, I can't even barely see my fucking dick anymore. Nah, I'm just kidding. But I'm definitely getting way fat. I think the fatter I get, the more I hate fat people. So I am the definition of everything I just said I don't like. What a fucking, dude, fuck a psychiatrist, man, or a psychologist, fuck a shrink, dude, I'm here. All I need is Twitch, dude. We're going to work it out. I'm going to find it, goddamn. I'm going to follow it. It's going to talk to me. I'm going to find it, goddamn. I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to figure out what's wrong with me. And you guys are going to help. Oh, man, what a great fucking podcast. We figured it out, guys. I just got to the bottom of my problems. Hope you guys are enjoying this. I really hope you guys are enjoying this. Oh, so my girlfriend Lily started doing squats. It's great. It's hilarious watching her do squats. I have another thing I want to talk about a little bit here. I saw on Facebook the other day something that really bothered me. And I'm going to try to find the quote. Okay. Here's the quote from Facebook. It's from this chick who I knew a long time ago, like a really long time ago. I haven't seen her in at least probably like 10 years. This was when I told you guys a story of me and Richie and this guy Rob went on this drunk fucking crazy voyage. We saw an explosion in the sky and we drunkenly drove over there. It was the most stupidest decisions of my adolescent life. Drunkenly drove over there to a fucking street half on fire filled with cops. If you guys haven't heard the story, I'll tell it another time. But anyways, this was around then. So this had to be 10 years ago when I last saw this chick. So I don't know her, and I really wish I could have just got on Facebook and talk shit. Anyway, here's the story. She writes this. Everyone has their own opinions on drug addiction, but until you've been there and walked in those shoes yourself, your opinion means nothing. Yes, they choose to abuse, blah, 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 blah. So this is a mentality that I see a lot lately, and I really, really can't fucking stand it. Because you hear it a lot in the race topics. Listen, man, unless you've been black, you can never understand. And every time I hear that, I just think to myself, what a great way to get away with not needing to back up your shit. What a great way. What an excellent way. So my thing on the drug thing is, you can never understand drug addiction unless you're a drug addict. No, you totally can. There's plenty of scientists, doctors, students, teachers, people in college right now, a lot of people that understand it pretty fucking well. You don't have to be a drug addict, okay? You're allowed to say whatever you want. The weird thing about an opinion means you can have one no matter what. You know what I mean? Unless you've walked in those shoes, your opinion means nothing. Okay, now, what this was probably in reference to, you guys can probably guess it. I don't know what it's in reference to. It was one of those out of the blue, like blanket statement, vague Facebook things. It's one of those things where it's like, somebody probably said, hey, don't do fucking heroin or you might get addicted. And then this chick probably said, no, it's not your choice. And then you go, yeah, well, you never get addicted unless you never did it. You know, well, so what? Sometimes people start off on pain pills and then they get stuck on heroin. And it's like, yeah, I get it. You can have like a really strong addiction, addictive personality. You can be, chemically dependent and shit. I get it. But if you never would have started abusing in the first place, it's very unlikely you'd be, no, you've never been there. You've never been there. You don't understand. You don't understand. It's just like, that same shit happens with the race talks. It's like, hey, listen, I get it. The police brutality is a big problem. But another big problem is like black on black crime. Stop! You don't talk about black on black crime. You're not black. And it's like, wait, I'm just bringing that up, that way more people died from violent crimes from other black people than from white police. No! You say that shit because you don't understand. I just saw an episode of South Park the other day that said the same thing. It was Stan's dad said the N-word and Token was annoyed. And then Stan finally walked up. He's like, you know what? You're right, Token. I get it. I don't understand anything. I don't understand anything because I'm not black. And it was just like one of those things. And the fucking Shiki said something in the Jewish one too. It's just like yeah, the Holocaust was terrible. You don't understand. You're not Jewish. I don't ever want to hear you talk about it again. It's like, dude, okay, you know how we're able to understand each other and talk with each other and communicate with each other and fucking understand each other's problems and back up what we say? We have these weird things called words. Subjects, predicates, nouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs. We form those all together into complete thoughts called sentences. And within those sentences, we can express our opinions. We can also have statistics and exchange facts and things like that. And at the end of the day, we can all come to the bottom of something. But when you start the conversation saying, nope, you're a little bit different than me, you'll never understand, I feel like that's a huge crutch. And it's an even huger crutch when we're talking about drugs, because you don't choose to be black or white. You're just born that way. You don't choose to be Jewish. And maybe some of these people would say they don't choose to be a drug addict, but definitely there's a little bit of gray area in there, right? A little bit of gray area somewhere in there. Sheik Ninja says lawyers can't understand law. They've never been in jail. It's just like, dude, okay, well then no one can ever understand anything, because no one's lived my exact life, so no one can ever understand anything I ever say unless I use this weird thing called communication. Oh no, what if we could all express ourselves and explain our troubles and maybe find common ground amidst each other's struggles? What if we could do that? No, you can't do that because you weren't a skateboarder at age 14. Like, how specific is this going to get? It's only going to get worse, right? It's only going to get more and more specific. You know, can you imagine when white people start doing that shit to each other and black people do it to each other? No, you don't understand my struggle. You are an East Coast black. I'm a West Coast black man. Totally different. You'll never understand me. Motherfuckers at some point are going to have to start looking at each other and go, what? Nah, dude, we can totally understand each other. Maybe we can't share in the fact that we've both had these feelings in the same way that I can't express the same feelings that someone who's been to Afghanistan and been shot at. Yeah, of course, I don't know exactly what that feels like, but we could talk about it. You could explain to me the facts, and I could go, wow, that sounds really fucked up. And you go, yeah, it is really fucked up, but you'll never truly have the same feelings and memories as me. And I could go, yeah, dude, you're right. We'll never have the same true memories because I wasn't there. Boom, fist tap. But we can definitely relate on some level. Oh, wow, the world has changed. So I read this, and it just brought back all these ideas of like, dude, don't fucking say that I can't have an opinion on something. I'm not allowed to have an opinion, or my opinion means nothing because I chose not to do crack. That's the rule now. You can only have an opinion if you're a crackhead. I don't know. Just one of those things. One of those things, dude. I know I got a little bit off topic there. It's kind of hard for me to stay on topic and also read the chat at the same time. But I want to hear your guys' thoughts on that, because it's nothing but a crutch. It's nothing but a crutch if your main argument is you can't understand because of your skin. You can't understand because you're not a drug addict. You'll never understand because blank. How about, can you imagine if teachers did that? You'll never understand math because your dad was bad at math. Oh, wait, what? Can't I learn? Can't I read these books and follow these instructions and maybe learn math? No, you'll never understand it because you're not a number, idiot. Oh, boy. This is one of those things. I know we've skipped around. I know there's a bit of holes in my logic there, but we've actually gone very much over time today. And I told you guys I had a lot of topics. This was great. Hammy of Doom says, explain it to me. Is the worst response you can give? Oh my God, explain it to me. Nope, it's over. Hammy, you say explain it to me, that means you're insulting them. Explain it to you. You don't deserve the time. You'll never understand it. You don't deserve it. Anyways. So yeah, moral of today's story is go out, do some crack, and then your opinion's gonna matter. Actually, moral of today's story is be black, be fat, do crack, and always check your battery dates, because if your battery's 5 years old, you might have to change a car battery. Anyways, that's going to be it for today's episode. Feel free to stick around because we are going to be playtesting 2 different Super Mario World hacks, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So if you guys want to do that, I'm going to be even more interactive with the chat. Usually when I do the podcast, I do a lot of like going on these long rants and shit, and for some periods of time, I lose track of the chat. But if you guys want to hang out, I definitely would advise you to do so. If you guys are not watching this live, again, remember, Friday, right around 3:30, 3:45, 4 o'clock p.m. Pacific time here on twitch.tv/Ninja Lifestyle. You guys can also find me on Instagram at Black Ninja LV. The LV stands for Las Vegas. Las Vegas is located in Nevada, right next to California. Also, I have Facebook. Just type in Ninja Lifestyle. You guys can find me there. And I guess that's it, guys. If you're watching this live, I hope you have a wonderful and great weekend. If you're watching this on Sunday, I hope your weekend didn't suck, you fat bitch. That's going to be it. Let me know your comments and thoughts on everything we talked about today. Try to show up. Also, share the podcast with a friend. If this podcast made you laugh, if it brightened your day, if it made you smile, fuck it. If it made you angry because you don't smoke crack, you're not allowed to think. If it made you angry, tell a friend. The only way we can grow is if you guys share the links, tell a friend. Also, let me shout out everyone who supported in some way today. Dom DeBeast has followed, Assassination hosted, and Whiskey IPA with the 100 bits. Whiskey IPA donated 100 precious bits. That equals about $1 US. Thank you so much for that. I will see you guys shortly. Tomorrow, today, yesterday, in this life or the other. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Kuna Matata bitches. Let's play that motherfucking intro now. You're not allowed to drive Uber because you don't smoke